Recording in progress.
Hello. Hello. It's good to be with you. This is Reverend Twyla Reece. I'm the minister at Unity of Merced in Merced, California. And I am coming to you this evening with the message, or at least a variation of the message that I shared with my spiritual community on Sunday morning. We are coming into tomorrow evening, beginning tomorrow evening, Central Time in the United States, to Unity's 28th Annual World Day of Prayer, a 24-hour prayer vigil that we hold each year. You can find information on that at unity.org / if you want, WDOP. But you can also just find it easily by going to worlddayofprayer.org. There you can also put in your prayer request for you or anyone else that you are holding in prayer. But what I want to share with you right now is the focal point for this year's World Day of Prayer. The affirmative statement is, no matter the circumstance, all is well with my soul. No matter the circumstance, all is well with my soul. Can you say that to yourself? Can you get to a place where you can feel that? Perhaps you already do. Perhaps you already have that awareness that no matter what is going on in your personal life or in the lives of others or in the life of the world, that no matter what is happening, all is well with your soul. Anne Lamott, the author, Anne Lamott, many of you may be familiar with her. Let me pull up what she wrote this week. You know, it's been another very busy week in the world, a lot of things going on. It just seems to continue to be that way. It's like we're on an accelerated roller coaster. This is what Anne Lamott wrote. I am having trouble remembering all the things to be freaked out about right now. It's once again like trying to put an octopus to bed. Just when you think you've finally tucked in all the arms, one pops out. I feel alternately crushed, enraged, and flabbergasted. Also, hopeful and amazed by the roaring and tender humanitarian response that we see going on with the people of Afghanistan, Hurricane Ida, and with all the things that are going on in Texas. Without getting into the politics, there's a lot of love and compassion that is going on as people seek for a way to come from the heart, seek a way to find love and compassion in what looks like not love and compassion. Trying to be, I don't know, sometimes I can't really say everything that I want to say. I'll tell you this. I am a person who, it's not about politics. For me, it's about compassion. And then, of course, politics comes into play. But my bottom line is compassion. My bottom line is, how are we taking care of each other? Co-founder of Unity, Myrtle Fillmore, she was a school teacher. And this was in the late 1800s. And she came into this understanding of New Thought metaphysical principles where we align with the allness of God, where we align with the positive focus of Christianity, of following the teachings that Jesus taught, right? Jesus was about humanitarian efforts. He was about social justice. He was about love, compassion, inclusivity. That is what we have on record as what Jesus is. We are told that Jesus said. So Myrtle, in her wisdom and in her care for the children, as she and her husband Charles began this unity movement, teaching positive Christianity, teaching the laws of the universe, Myrtle's comment was, who will take care of the children? All the way through. All the way through. Who will take care of the children? Who will take care of each of us? It is our charge to live from a place of love and compassion, of taking care of the whole child, not just, okay, I'm not going to go there. Breathe, 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 breathe. Love, compassion, love and compassion. That's what I am about. That is what Myrtle Fillmore was about. That is what Jesus was about. And my guess is if you are watching this video, that is what you are about. You are about taking care of the whole child. You are about taking care of the whole person. You are about taking care of, in the best way that we possibly can, the whole human being, empowering them, teaching them how to fish so that they can find their independence, they can discover their wholeness. So Anne Lamott, as she was saying, I'm having trouble remembering all the things to be freaked out about at the moment, and about life being like putting that octopus to bed. So while she's simultaneously freaked out about all the things that look like they're broken, she's also in awe and in amazement of all of the love and compassion and humanitarian care that is showing up in this time as well. No matter the circumstances, all is well with my soul. No matter what we see going on in our outer world, the truth is, all is well with our soul. We are at the very heart of us, at the very essence of who we are, whole and complete. We are the life, the breath, the hands and feet of God the good. And we can choose if we want to live from that place, or if we want to close our eyes and turn our head and live from a place of egoic selfishness and live from a place of egoic power. Or do we want to open up to that truth of who we are, that old hymn, I am well, I am well, I am well. My soul is well. No matter the circumstances, all is well with my soul. The more we can come from that place and remember who we are and remember who our fellow human beings are, our brothers and sisters, no matter what country, no matter what orientation, no matter skin color, we all breathe the same way. We all have the same color of blood flowing through our veins. It is well with my soul. All is well with your soul. When we can stop and come from that place and take a breath so we don't get freaked out by what is going on in the world around us. That doesn't mean that we don't pay attention to it, but we align ourselves with the goodness and the love of the source of all being, with the God of our understanding. I'm going to read to you the Unity World Day of Prayer meditation. No matter the circumstances, all is well with my soul. In this holy moment, I pause to breathe and I open my mind to know the nature of God as well as my divine nature. I open my heart to experience the silent yet certain reality of infinite life, love, and creativity. No matter what is happening at any moment in this world around me or within my experience, I am not subject to its effects. I am not my circumstances or my experiences. I am wholly divine, and all is well with my soul. I sink into the still waters, the state of perfect peace, where nothing can interrupt or displace the flow of life, love, and creativity. In this state of awareness, I rest, I renew, I blossom, and I thrive. Steeped in joyful appreciation, I celebrate my ever expanding capacity to know that all is well with my soul. From this place, I listen, I hear, and I know what is mine to do, and I do it. And so it is. No matter the circumstances, and there's a lot of dire circumstances in our physical world right now. There are people that are very, very sick. There are people that are suffering. There are people that are hungry. There are people that are being persecuted. There are people that are being marginalized. There are people that are being overworked and overtaxed because of other people not caring for the wholeness, for the fullness of life, who forget that we are all one body. We are all one body. We forget that, and then we become small, and we forget to open our hearts to take care of each other. Who will take care of the children, the whole child, from beginning to end, the whole child? Who will take care of each other in love and compassion and generosity, in joy and happiness? At the same time as there is the appearance of so much heartache and so many problems going on, at that very same time, there is also tremendous joy, tremendous love, tremendous care, and generosity that is also going on simultaneously at the same time. Energetically, vibrationally, from a state of spiritual consciousness, can you first of all know that even in the midst of what may not look beautiful, that there is still love, and that the essence of you and everyone else is good and kind? That's the truth of who we are. It's just that these silly egos get in the way. The egoic ego The first person I heard use that term was Eckhart Tolle. It's not that the ego is bad, but it's the egoic ego that makes us turn within on ourselves and we forget the divinity that we are because we are one with God. We are of the consciousness if we just simply allow ourselves to be. I listened to Sean Penn being interviewed on Sunday Sit Down with Willie Geist. It's one of my favorite podcasts. And Willie was interviewing Sean Penn, who has his nonprofit organization, CORE, CORE. And years ago, when that horrific earthquake hit Haiti, and Sean went over there and began this humanitarian effort. And he hasn't stopped. His whole organization of people that help with the infrastructure, with clean water, with love and compassion and caring and generosity to help the Haitian people who lost so much to find their way back. And then here we are in the summer of 2021. And again, just hardships. Hardships. And Haiti is just one example, right? And Willie asked Sean where he thought that where it was going with Haiti. How will they overcome? How will they pull out? And Sean Penn said it will be the people themselves that do that because of who they are as this body of people. We often hear the term the body of Christ. In unity, that body of Christ means that Christ consciousness, our I am, our divinity of who we are, that within us is that desire to make all things new. And Sean said it is the strength and the love of the Haitian people for their country, for each other, that will see them through. And Willie asked him something along the line of, doesn't it some days just feel futile? And this is what Sean Penn said. He said, futility is not an option. It is not an operating principle. Futility is not an option. It's not an operation principle. So even in those times where we may feel like, and just want to throw our hands up and say it's too much. No, within us, as Jesus told us over and over and over and over and over again, the kingdom of heaven is within. We live in this physical world, in these vessels called a body. And yet the very nature of who we are is divine and one with the source of all being, one with the God of your understanding, whatever that is for you. No matter the circumstance, all is well. No matter the circumstance, all is well with your soul. Let my words be your words. No matter the circumstance, all is well with my soul. If you are interested in the World Day of Prayer, Unity's World Day of Prayer, and you're seeing this in the next 24, 48 hours, go to unity.org. And you can sign up to see the virtual program. It's all done virtually again this year. Put in your prayer request and know that you are loved. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.